Evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
And Jay, what's up?
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I know we did. Jay, how was your weekend, brother?
It's always excellent, man. Just a lot of work getting done, man. Especially this time of year. So just gotta, once I get through these next, I'd say month or 2 months, I'll be able to really, not really tone it down, but be able to relax a little more.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
So you think it'll take you a couple more months before you can get to that stage?
yeah, I mean, I'm still obviously I never stop grinding. I never stop like hitting the gym, but like I just have so much extra right now, which is okay, man. You got to rise up and face those tests and just go through it because
Yeah,
it's going to work. Everything's going to work. It's just a matter of if you break during those tests. That's all.
right. Exactly. Exactly.
That's all it is.
Yeah, I mean, life is somewhat of a test, right? Like you gotta
Every
either
day.
push through it or you're gonna have to fail, right? That's the only way
That's
you
what I
gotta.
mean. But if you do fail, it does teach you.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? That's the one good thing.
I know. I know. Like even and that's a great like example for my work, for example, because the my work like literally on Saturday we were hella busy,
Hmm.
but I lost like three deals because we're the only dealership in my area that is not this day and age the people when they're buying cars they're very like tech savvy, and even if they're not, for the most part they know how to compare prices like with other dealers,
Oh, you mean online?
online. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
everybody shops online now, and it's like I literally
Of
lost
course.
like yeah, I literally lost like three deals because my manager, he wouldn't budge on the MSRP price, even though other dealers were like coming 3,000 below our cost, and because this whole tariff thing, my managers like they all like are like, oh yeah, the tariffs are here, so no, we're not gonna budge anymore, and then I literally lost hella like three deals, because of the tariff, because they're saying is the tariff thing, but I know that they got the cars cheaper, because they got them pre-tariff,
Yeah, yeah, I get it.
so kind of sucks in a way. And then I was even like, I was talking to my like my pops and my mom's about it and my wife, and I was telling them how unhappy I am because dude, when they're taking money out of your pocket, of course, you're gonna be pissed off. So I talked to my like family about it, but they're like, you know what, Burlingame, I mean, where you work, there's so much money there, and you know, it's gonna get better. Like, you know what I mean? This is like a test for you, and it's gonna get better. So right now, you just got to kind of like just get yourself locked in and just go through the motion. And I talked to my one of my managers about it a little bit, like not the one that's like the hard headed one, but the like more cool one, the one that hired me,
Yeah,
and he like gave me a good example quote where he was like, you got to be like Bruce Lee, be like water, like do what Bruce Lee says. You got to be like water, and you got to just go with the flow for now. Everything is going to get better. You're going to start actually making a lot more money. So you know what, I really thought about it, and I was like, yeah, dude, everybody's right. Like, I just got to stick with it. I'm not gonna like if I fail, like it's because I fail myself, and then if I quit, it's because I'm quitting. It's like my choice. But then to me, it's like a failure, and then yes, I would learn from it, but at the same time learning from it is one way, but the other thing is I like let's say that by them doing what they're doing now in the future, like in the short future with the tariff thing, this
yeah.
actually might be a potential to make a lot more money. So it's like, you know what I mean? I don't want to screw myself out of it either, the potential of there. So hopefully, man, hopefully.
I
Yeah.
think you'll be fine, man.
No, for sure, for sure. Sometimes it's just like you said, you got to go with the flow, and you can't let yourself fail.
Of course.
And we got 37 people watching. We got Teak in the house. What's going on, Teak? Thank you for saying hello to us. Hello back to you. Very nice to have you on here. Be this beautiful Monday. Kind of raining for us out here, but it's all
It
good.
is raining. It's okay though. The rain is supposed to end actually late tonight, like middle of the night, and then it'll be done for the week, I
Oh,
believe.
nice,
I
nice.
believe that's what it said. I could be wrong, but I believe that's what it said.
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
yeah.
It got really cold after this rain started happening, man. I was like, went outside after I finished work. I was like, holy shit, it's cold out here.
I felt great. I'd rather have it cold than that.
Yeah, I know
But
you.
that's me. That's me.
Exactly. Exactly. I was pretty damn cold. I was like, damn, this is not. I ain't feeling this at all. I might have to move to San Diego or Hawaii pretty soon. You know.
Oh hell, come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't do stuff like that. Don't do stuff.
Nah, we all know the money's out here though.
Obviously, it's the Bay.
Yeah, yeah.
You know.
And one thing that kind of scares me is like about living off the coast though is like I don't know if you heard over the weekend, but there was like a volcanic eruption around the Tongan Islands in Tonga.
Yeah.
And man, it was kind of crazy because there was like a tsunami warning all around the West Coast, all the way up to like Washington and Alaska, and freaking. I even seen some like videos of people posting like Pacifica, like the waves, dude. They were like crashing into the houses, like it was pretty high waves. They didn't, we didn't have like a tsunami, but it was pretty bad, man.
I know. I've done the research. I'm high enough in the hills to where it would never affect me.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because I have the San Andreas Fault, you know how it goes up after Pacifica and then goes down.
Yeah.
It would never get past the next hill, and I'm right there past the next hill.
Definitely. No.
And I'm high enough to where the bay, the bay water, if
Yeah.
it came this way, I'm high enough to where it wouldn't impact.
I know. I'm the one that's screwed. I'm gonna have. That's why I got a life raft in the garage just in case.
Good, because you're right by the water over there.
I'd have to be rowing my ass to your house, bro. Afterwards.
Oh yeah, I'm right. Be like, come through.
Yeah.
But this is why. Like I know I prepare for a lot of different things. I've always wanted a bunker, right? I've been talking about that for years, but this is why I'm gonna make my H2, my Hummer, amphibious.
Right. That's a good
Once
idea.
that's amphibious, then we're good.
Yeah.
Good. You know what I mean? That's the whole key.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
And we got Teak asking us, what is the topic of discussion this evening? I like to ask a question, but I want to make sure it's relevant. We're just doing daily trends, Teak. So I mean, if you have something you want to say, just say it. It doesn't matter if it's relevant. And this is the best time to say it when we're doing our little chat before we getting into the actual discussions. Because once we get into sports, it'll be actually a little bit harder to like talk about things. But yeah,
most of my trends are sports today. So
yeah, exactly.
I don't have most of them are sports right now. Usually at night. You know how that works.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, Teak, say what you got to say. It's all good. We are here for you right now. We also got socially unstable in the house. What's up, socially unstable? Good evening. What are your guys' biggest regrets in life? What's yours, Jay?
My biggest regret, honestly, I'll say my college choices at first, because I should have never done JC at first. I should have just went to a straight 4-year. Obviously, I ended up finishing college, but that would have been one of my biggest regrets, because I should have just went straight to a 4-year, and everything would have been changed in my life. Obviously, I love the path I chose because I learned a lot doing everything different. I still finished college and all that later on, but I wish I would have chose a straight 4-year right after high school. That was my own fault though, because like you live and you learn basically.
Right. For me, I try not to keep many regrets. Like, you know what I mean? I just like we were just talking about earlier, I try to really learn from my lessons. But if I had to say some regrets, probably some past girlfriends I had.
Hey, that's real.
Yeah, exactly.
You ain't ever lie. That's kind of funny.
That's kind of some of my biggest regrets if I had to think about it. But I don't ponder on it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it is what it is. You get the psycho ones, you get some good ones, you get some, you know what I mean? Some bad ones. But hey, at the end of the day, man, it's just learning. That's all it is. That's all it is. And we got TF2 Soldier in the house. What's going on, TF2? And he says life. And yep, that's what we doing, man. We presenting life to y'all right now. Exactly. And Socially Unstable says that's a great outlook in life. And he says, laugh my ass off. Yeah,
that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing, man. You only live one life, man. So, there's times to be serious, but you have to make the best of it. So it's always good to laugh. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You gotta have that. You gotta have that humor. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
I'm a serious guy, but I know I can't be like that 24/7.
Yeah, for sure. It's like they're not teaching us, but like today at my work, I'm watching this stupid training video about how to like answer calls properly and shit, it's like the stupidest shit, bro. I like if I don't know how to, but it's like they say like you have to match the tone of the other person, and basically like from the beginning of the call, you kind of have to have this uppity like attitude, you know, because that just makes it so much more warm and comfortable for the other person who's calling, your customer. You know what I mean? It's just like they kind of teach you all this stuff. It's kind of funny, you know. Pretty funny stuff. And we got on the from the X platform, we got Stacy Lawson in the house. She says, Jay, looking good. Fire, 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 fire. You need to stream live from Los Gatos.
LG. Damn, we have didn't you rolled out you rolled with me out there, didn't you?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, when we remember, was it when we
Bottomless
did
mimosas,
bottomless mimosas? You were with me.
Mm-hmm.
Classic hangover stuff right there, bro.
I don't know if you remember, bro, but you know, so we Carl went with us too that day, and Carl couldn't hang, so he literally like after we like so we pretty much got kicked out because we started getting kind of rowdy. It was like pretty early in the morning. I remember they kept telling us like, oh, you guys need to keep it quiet. You guys need to keep it quieter, because we were just getting kind of rowdy. Like we were talking about sports and shit. I think at that exact day, I don't know if it was football or basketball, but I remember New Mexico was playing, so I was all juiced. And but I do remember that New Mexico was playing. I just forgot.
Yeah, I think it was basketball, bro. No. It was football. I think no. Yeah, because it was college football, I think.
Okay, so yeah. So college football, they were playing, and then so I remember I was all juiced and everything, and then but then so we kind of we didn't get kicked out, but they kept telling us to like calm down. Yeah. And then once we left, I don't know if you saw this, but dude, our boy Carl just started puking his guts out, bro. And when Carl pukes, it's like fucking projectile, like you know what I mean?
Like Tracy Morgan at the Knicks game?
Huh?
Like Tracy Morgan at the Knicks game?
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't see Tracy Morgan at his puke, so but I'm sure
okay.
It's a projectile waterfall motherfucking thing, then yes. That's the
that's what I was telling you would happen. Remember at the Knicks game, I reported it a couple weeks back.
Right, exactly.
Oh, I didn't know that. Carl, okay.
Yeah.
He was cool though, right? After that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, okay.
He's still alive with us to tell the tale.
LG, baby, we haven't been out there in a long time, man. I love LG.
When you want to, Stacy Lawson wants to know when you're going to stream live from there, bro.
Stream live?
Maybe that's what we should do for our 100th episode.
Hey, man, stream live from the Gatos. Hey, that'd be fun, man.
I know.
My boy Voskamp would come through, man. You know, so he bought his new crib out that way, Santa Cruz Hills area. So
okay.
He would definitely strike through to the Gatos, man.
Oh yeah.
that'd be dope.
So I'm saying maybe that's what we should do, bro. Just go fucking get like a really something, you know, like some kind of Airbnb or something out there, bro. Just like a nice ass one in the woods or something, you know. Just fucking.
Oh yeah, I love the Gatos, man. It's one of I with G, you know, Voskamp. I dude. So he used to live Campbell, and then he bought that crib in, Santa Cruz Hills. But I used to, like, when we'd be, like, drunk, I would ride my bike through there with him. He gave me this bike. And I was like, bro, what are you doing? He's like, dude, let's, to get the toxins out.
Oh, I got you. Yeah, you have to get the toxins out, man.
That's what I mean. It was hella funny, man. I was like, this dude's serious.
That's funny.
I remember he has a couple pictures and videos of me just like striking on the bike, bro.
Yeah.
All messed up.
That's crazy.
It's just funny, man. But yeah, the Gatos is nice, bro. I haven't been out there in a long time.
Yeah, definitely.
Cool place.
One of my favorite places for sure.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt. Hella nice, man. Hella nice.
And we got Healthy Beans in the house. What's good, Healthy Beans? How you doing? Healthy Beans, I think he's talking about me, but he says, this guy looks like he gets good coke. Man, nothing but Colombian, my brother. Nothing but
Jesus.
It's the glasses. That's the glasses. I got them Johnny Depp glasses from Blow.
You said the Johnny Depps.
Oh, shit.
I don't think he saw your diet regimen that you did. So
no, I know it's all good.
Very important though. Very important.
Definitely.
You can tell him 60 pounds in 40 days. I got you.
Yeah. Healthy Beans, man. I used to try. I tried it. I never was really into it. I tried it. It's cool, but But yeah, man, I'm on this whole like health tip right now. If you look at like our very first 30 videos, I literally was doing I did like a super fast. I'm like eating alkaline right now, and I literally lost 60 pounds in 40 days. Like I was 250 when I started my fast, and within 40 days I got down to like 190, 185 or something like that. But we documented it all on this show, so if you go back to that, you can definitely check that out. We got socially unstable saying some NSFW activities on the TV, LOL. And then we got Healthy Beans giving a little halo, and then also giving a little smile smirk because it was kind of funny what he said. All right. So, yeah, I guess we should get into the sports now. And shout out to the 45 people watching. Thank you guys for being here. Let's get into some NBA games.
I will. Let's see.
Oh, Jay.
What?
Real quick. GB's saying 100th episode should be in Folsom. So, yeah.
Hey, Folsom's a cool spot too.
We might have to roll some dice on this one, bro.
Folsom. I love Folsom, man.
Yeah.
I love Folsom. You know, Folsom. I even throw out Roseville, Rockland. I like those areas too.
Exactly.
Man, we could do a lot of different things, man.
Definitely. Well, we're gonna have to we'll have to put our heads together.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure it out for sure.
And really quick, Healthy Beans says, I lost 20 pounds down coke. I think he lost 20 pounds by doing coke.
Okay. That's one way to do it.
So shout out to you. Yeah, there's many ways of doing it, man. I know people that lost a lot of weight by doing meth too, but I guess whatever strokes your boat, brother.
All right. You want me to get into NBA?
Let's do it.
All right. So the only game current right now is the Lakers and Rockets. Very close game. Lakers are up 82-79, and they have about 11 minutes left. That's on TNT, by the way.
Man, too much time.
Oh, there's a lot of time left. The Hornets beat the Jazz 110-106. Pacers beat the Kings 111-109. That's a tough loss for the Kings because they're actually in that mix between the Suns and the Mavericks now.
Oh, wow.
So it's a three-way race for that 10th spot. I was like, oh, wow.
Damn.
So, yeah, the Kings are up there now. The Clippers beat the Magic 96-87. Heat beat the Wizards 120-94. In that game, I believe that's one of my trends, by the way. Let's see, where is it? Jordan Poole. He broke the three-point record for the season with 224 threes.
Damn.
Well, think about it. They've won, 12 games all year?
Yeah.
So it's not like it matters, but you know what I mean? So he set the three-point record this year.
Damn, that's what's up.
Yeah, 224 threes. So that is one of my trends, just letting you know.
Yeah.
Yes. And then let me see. Just want to bring up the other one. The Gafford one. Yeah. Hold on. Where is Gafford? Gafford. Oh yeah. So the Nets and the Mavericks. The Nets beat the Mavericks 113-109. That does not help the Mavericks out. Right. But one of my other trends was Daniel Gafford. He is back for the Mavericks, starting at center. So that does help them.
So he played in that game?
He did. They spoiled his return because he just came back and they lost.
Oh wow!
So that doesn't help them out much. So
it doesn't look like anybody really scored that well on the Mavericks at all, man.
That's what happens when you don't have the big guns.
Yeah, Gafford actually scored the most. He scored 7.
Exactly. Well, he's back, but he needs help as well. When you don't. I mean, he's not even one of the. When he has his big guns there, he's like the 5th option.
Right.
But he's center. He plays. That's why AD went there too. Obviously, because AD could play 4 and he could play center. Right. That's what I mean. They would have a nice front line with when everyone gets healthy.
Got you.
For sure. So the Clippers beat the Magic 96-87. Heat beat the Wizards 120-94. Thunder beat the Bulls 145-117.
Damn.
And that's been happening a lot lately with the 140s. Like a couple of games yesterday, a couple teams scored like 140, 150.
Yes, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander scored 27 points on that game.
Yeah, he's their leading scorer every game.
Yeah,
so he's a good player.
Definitely.
And then the Celtics right before the Lakers, they beat the Grizzlies 117-103. And one of my other trends was what what Coach Missoula did to get in the Grizzlies' head. He started. So Xavier Tillman is an ex-Grizzly, and he usually plays off the bench for the Celtics. He decided to start him against the Grizzlies.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Well, when you start someone against their former team, what do? They're going to play extra hard.
Right.
So yeah, you know what I mean? That was cool. Yeah. So everyone, obviously it was a good choice. You know, they were up by a good amount against the Grizzlies. So like I said, the Stees are the hottest team in the league right now. So yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, man. You know what I mean? But that's all the games that happened today.
So we got Healthy Beans. He wants you to put a list in order. So he got Pippen, Kemp, Drexler, Hawkins, Grant, Hardaway. What order would you put that in? Like least?
I'd have to. I can't see the screen that far. You know what I mean? Because I'm streaming from my phone. But by the end of the show, if you give me the thing, I could put that in order easily.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. So
I like that though. I like that list. If you actually give me that list, I can tell you the whole order.
Okay. So Healthy Beans, we'll get back to you on that one. And
I'll definitely let him know. That's cool. I just can't see the screen from where I'm at.
No, definitely. And Healthy Beans is also saying the Yankees just hit 32 home runs in 3 days. LOL.
He's right.
Bats.
No, and so that's one of my other trends when I get to baseball.
Exactly.
Because the Bronx Bombers went ham, bro.
Yeah,
they sure did, bro. Dude, one game I believe they hit 9 in one game.
It's crazy.
I was like, bro. You know what sucks? Like I said though, they're missing their ace.
Yeah, definitely.
You know, Garrett Cole had that surgery, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But you know what I mean?
Healthy Beans will definitely get into MLB after this. We just got to finish.
Yeah, I just got to do NBA, then NCAA, then MLB. So I'll be in the baseball right after.
Cool. So what about yesterday's games for NBA?
Yesterday, the Cavs beat the Clips. That was a close game, actually. Knicks beat the Blazers. The Hawks, they put up 145 yesterday. They beat the Bucks.
Oh, wow.
The Wolves beat the Pistons. The Warriors, they put up 148. They beat the Spurs.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the Timberwolves beat the Pistons. The Pelicans beat the Hornets, and that's another one of my trends because the Pelicans have shut down C.J. McCollum and Zion Williamson. So they're shut down for the season. Yep, that's another one of my trends.
Warriors and Spurs, though, dude. Brandon Pajemski, their rookie, scored 27 points, the most points out of everybody that was playing.
Yeah, it's about time.
Crazy. It's about time. Remember just a few months ago, even people at the gym were like talking like, oh, maybe he's not all that good and shit. But I mean, dude, he's really shining for them, bro.
He's a good player when he doesn't have to do too much.
Yeah.
So now that they have a team with Jimmy Butler and everyone has their job and he comes off the bench, he knows his role. And I don't think he's a bad player. I mean,
still coming off the bench and scoring the most points out of your whole team, like that's more than knowing your role. Like he's starting to do things for them.
But remember, they played the Spurs.
Yeah, I know.
If they played maybe one of the playoff teams, it would have been different. We have to see that. That's what we have to see. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's good that he did that to get his confidence up.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. And the Raptors beat the Sixers and the Rockets beat the Suns. The Rockets scored 148 as well yesterday. Nice. That's what I mean. See all those teams that scored in the 140s? Crazy. Yeah.
We never used to see it like that before. So I think there's like a little shift happening where I don't know if players are getting better or people are just
they changed the rules.
Oh, okay. So it's the rules.
Changed the rules, you know what I mean? Everyone shoots threes. You know how it is.
Yeah.
They changed the whole thing.
Dude, on the Rockets, everybody scored pretty mediocre, like 12, 13, 16. And then you got Jalen Green, 33 points, bro. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. Well, that's why he's more. That's what I mean. That he's going to be a little more tired today. He's young, but that's he's coming off a back-to-back.
Yeah, exactly.
When you come off the back-to-backs, your legs are a little more tired.
Right.
You know what I mean? So.
Right. And any notable games for tomorrow?
I'd say Warriors Grizzlies.
That's a good one.
Because the Warriors, they're the 6th seed right now. If the Grizzlies lost today to the Celtics, so they're dropping. They're probably the 5th seed now, I believe.
Yeah.
So if the Warriors can jump them, that'll be that's a big game. Because if they beat them, they'll be tied, but they'll have the tiebreaker.
Right.
I'll say that one definitely notable, and
probably
Wolves and Nuggets for sure because they're playing for seeding as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe even Suns and Bucks because obviously the Suns are playing to get in the playoffs.
Right. Right.
So yeah, those are all the notables, I'd say.
Definitely. Definitely. All right. Well, that is our NBA news. Let's get into some NCAA action. What's happening over there?
Yes, sir. Well, we got the Final Four, bro. Final Four, man. So on the weekend, Auburn beat Michigan State. That was a good game.
Uh-huh.
Houston beat Tennessee. That was no surprise. Florida eked out their win against Texas Tech. That was good. And Duke beat up Alabama.
So our
Yes,
bet
sir.
might actually come to play, bro. We're like Florida against Auburn.
Well, yeah. So if Florida beats Auburn, they'll be in the championship, and if Duke beats Houston, they'll be in the championship.
Oh wow! So and
Yeah, we got a good one, man.
then it's gonna be game on for us.
Oh yeah, like I said, man. Duke's playing really good ball right now, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And that cat that came back with his ankle injury, he's balling.
Yeah, yeah.
He's a baller, bro. So yeah, I hope it happens. I really do.
I know.
I want to see it. I want to see that game.
Yeah, exactly.
I was pulling for Florida. I didn't think they were going to beat Texas Tech, and then they ended up making those shots at the end. I was like, oh damn.
I bet you're on the wrong game then.
Yeah, that was a scary one, bro. I thought Texas Tech had it, and then Florida hit those two shots at the end. I was like, oh damn.
Right.
Like I was like, wow, it was impressive.
Definitely.
But yeah, so Duke will that's gonna be a hard one for them. Houston, I don't know though, man. I know Houston is really good at defense. I don't know if they have enough offense for Duke though.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but Florida and Auburn, that's going to be a really close game.
Right.
So this is actually 4 number ones made it. So all the number 1 seeds made it.
Yeah, I seen that. That's crazy.
So that's cool. So now it's like, all right, best of the best. Let's go.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got some good games on next weekend.
Right.
Really exciting.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, man. But yeah, so that's NCAA news.
What? Because I'm looking over here and it says like tomorrow there's going to be like Oregon State against UCF, is it USC against Tulane? What is that? Are those?
Are you looking at the girls one? Or no?
I think that's what it is. It's girls. No wonder. Okay.
Yeah, it could be the girls tournament. The girls tournament's going on, and then remember the not important tournament, the NIT's on as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's probably what it is. Then, yeah.
For sure.
Cool. And let's get into some MLB. What's going on in MLB, man?
MLB, bro. So the Padres, they are up right now against the Guardians, 7-2. Padres been playing good ball, bro. They're keeping pace with the Dodgers.
That's my team.
Yeah, I know. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that. All those years of enduring the Dodger garbage, I was like, man. So the Padres, I believe, are 5-0. So they're keeping good pace.
We're doing good.
Mariners and Tigers. The Tigers are up 8-4. That's bottom or top of the 7th right now. So there's a couple more innings. The Cubs are beating up the A's 10-3. They're in the 6th inning.
Oh,
Braves and Dodgers are playing right now, and the Dodgers are winning 6-0. Of course they are. The Royals and Brewers. That game is over. 11-1 Royals. Wow.
Right.
White Sox. They X the Twins 9-0.
Oh wow.
Okay. Orioles beat the Red Sox 8-5. Phillies beat the Rockies 6-1. The Mets beat the Marlins 10-4. The Reds beat the Rangers 14-3. Wow. Jesus. Right. The Rays beat the Pirates 6-1. The Blue Jays beat the Nationals 5-2. The Angels beat the Cardinals in extra innings 5-4. I think that's the Cardinals' first loss.
Yeah.
And the Giants beat the Astros 7-2. That's a good look. That's a good look for the Giants. The Gigantes. Good look.
Mm-hmm. That's what's up.
Hell yeah. And I was gonna say for the one of my trends in the Mets game, Pete Alonso, he hit a grand slam. So that's definitely that increased. That's why the Mets won what they won. They were that grand slam put them up 6-1. So that was definitely a big feat for them.
And do you think that Braves Dodgers? Do you think that the Braves have a chance coming back from that 0 because it's 6-0?
No, because I don't know what's wrong with the Braves. I don't know if they still have injuries, but they're like 0-5 right now.
Oh, are they? Okay.
They look real bad, and it's weird because the Braves are always good. So
right.
I don't know what's going on. I haven't watched the Braves, so I don't know.
Oh,
I'd
okay.
have to see what's wrong with their lineup. If people are, I'm guessing people are injured
Yeah, for sure.
because they're 0-5. That's weird. Like what?
Right.
That's
Right.
weird to me. So, but it is, baseball's 162 games.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, like the first couple months, you're really cool. You know what I mean? It's like okay, let's get stuff together. You know.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Definitely.
yeah, man. But yeah, so that was kind of cool. You know what I mean? The grand slam for Pete Alonso. That's cool.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
All right. Well, let's get into some UFC news, man. Let's see the results from Saturday's fight. So we got your main event. We had Brandon Moreno against Steve Erceg. Brandon Moreno took that one decision round 5. That was great. I think not every single one, but I think almost every single one that I called. Oh, excuse me, I had to sneeze there.
Bless you.
Every single fight that I called except one, I think went the opposite way. So I definitely did not call the right ones. But oh, excuse me, guys.
Bless you, bro.
Thank
Jesus.
you. So yeah,
Calm
Brandon
down.
Moreno, he took that one main event. Your co-main event, you had Manuel Torres against Drew Dober. That was pretty crazy. Manuel Torres took that one, and that was a KO round 1. That's pretty crazy. And then flyweight, you had Edgar Cherise against CJ Vergara, and Edgar had a submission in round 1, so he beat CJ. And then the one that I did call right, because that's my boy Raul Rojas or Rosas Jr. from New Mexico. He won against Vince Morales, and that was a decision round 3, 5 minutes. But I heard it was kind of I didn't get to see it because I was working, and I heard it was kind of a boring fight. But I don't know. I think Raul he was 11-1, and Vince was 16-10. So Raul definitely he had an advantage on that one. And then your bantamweight, you had David Martinez against Simon Oliveira, and then David Martinez took that one. It was a KO in round 1. Your flyweight, you had Ronaldo Rodriguez against Kevin Barajas, and that went to Kevin, and that was a decision around 3. And yeah, the middleweight, you had Kelvin Gastelum against Joe Pfeiffer, and that one actually got canceled, so nobody got to see that one. That would have been a good one. Besides that one, all the other ones are preliminary. I'm not going to go over them, but yeah, that is your UFC results for everybody who watched the UFC. And let's get on to some actual news. So my first trending topic for you guys, we got I'm gonna pull this up, but we have a Jeffrey Epstein accuser. Her name was Virginia. What's her name right here? Virginia Giuffre. I can't say the name. I apologize. But so I pull that up for you. But so it says that Virginia, formerly known as Virginia Roberts, announced on Instagram Sunday that she has just days to live after a high-speed crash involving a school bus in Australia, which led to kidney failure. This year has been the worst start to a new year, but I won't bore anyone with the details. But I think it's important to note that when a school bus driver comes at you driving 70 miles per hour, as we were slowing for a turn, that no matter what your car is made of, it might as well be a tin can. Virginia posted, along with an image of herself showing bruises on her face, head, and torso from a hospital bed. I've gone into kidney renal failure. They've given me 4 days to live, transferring me to a specialist hospital in neurology. A spokesperson for Virginia said in a statement that she has been in a serious accident and was being treated at the hospital. Virginia has been in a serious accident and is receiving medical care. She greatly appreciates the support as well as well wishes people are sending. And this is kind of crazy, but this is a picture of her with Prince Andrew from 2000 when she was only 17 years old, standing right next to Ghislaine Maxwell. So that's kind of crazy that she has that picture though. It says that Virginia is among the most publicly visible accusers of the alleged sex trafficker Epstein, his convicted accomplice Maxwell, and their friend, the British Prince Andrew. I'm ready to go, just not until I see my babies one last time. But you know what they say about wishes. Shit in one hand and wish in the other, and I guarantee it's still going to be shit at the end of the day. The post continued. Thank you all for being the wonderful people in the world and for being a great part of my life. God bless to you all, Virginia. And Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's just, yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Jay? Does this feel like something that intentional, or do you think this could have really just been an accident? What do you think?
I don't know. That it's tough to say. My mind always goes with not an accident.
Yeah,
But that's how my mind works, man. I'm a different breed when it comes to that stuff. So,
I know, I know.
so I don't know. That's tough. I'd have to do more research on it.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. All right, well, let's move on. Let's move on to some more um, not localized but regional news. So we got in Detroit, we had a little mishap, and basically what happened was that there was in Detroit an apartment explosion. There was an explosion inside an apartment, and it hospitalized 13 people. And then officials have to investigate the cause. They don't know what happened there, but it said it was a pretty massive explosion. The blast is still under investigation, and 3 people remain in critical condition. 13 people were hospitalized after an explosion at a Detroit apartment. The occupied building at Littlefield near Schoolcraft on the city's west side was left with severe damage following a blast around 4 a.m. As of late Monday, 3 people remain in critical condition, including a 3-year-old, a 28-year-old woman, and a 27-year-old man. Some residents needed rescuing from the second floor of the building. More than half a day later, the cause of the explosion is still unknown. The Detroit Fire Department is investigating. Among those who saw the fallout from the blast was Diane Coplidge. The neighbor poked her head out of their home, helping someone who had fled the building. I was lying in bed, and all of a sudden, boom, she said. The dramatic wake-up call included seeing the building in flames. Coplidge was among the first to phone emergency responders. And that's pretty much what it says about it right now. Yeah, that's all it says, guys. So yeah, kind of sucks. There was like an emergency alert that was accidentally sent to people across Metro Detroit, warning them about a possible explosion. It was intended only for the people living in the zip code near the explosion. And as you can see, that's the alert that they sent out right there. But yeah, very sad news. I'm gonna pray for everybody to that happened there. I hope y'all get everything back that you had lost, and I hope that you guys can find peace and find shelter. All right, and that is our regional news. Let's move on to some celebrity news. What you got for us, Jay?
Well, I was reporting last week on Drake. Remember how you released a little snippet
Yep.
of Nokia, the music video? He just released it today.
Oh, you released the video, huh? That was like an IMAX thing, right?
Yep, exactly. The video actually features NBA star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Showcasing the new Converse, his new shoes,
Uh-huh.
and it peaked at it's number 7 on the Hot 100. So
Oh, nice.
you know how Drake works, bro. Like I said, people all hype the whole Kendrick and Drake thing, but it did nothing to Drake.
Right. Right.
Only made Drake more popular.
No, exactly.
Like Drake is already popular, and that's what I mean. When you go at someone who's way popular than you, it doesn't even matter.
Definitely.
He's built such a platform that it's not even close. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what I mean. He doesn't have to go at people at all because he's Drake.
Yeah.
But yeah. So man.
Should we play the video for everybody?
You can play. I mean, if you want to play a little of it, I mean, you know what I mean. I don't know if I think that would get flagged, but
It's gonna get flagged. But like I said, I'll play just a little bit of it.
Yeah. Why don't you go to like the middle? Go to like the middle of it. Like maybe a minute in.
Hold on.
Yeah, go to like a minute in. You can play some of it.
I'll play a little bit of the beginning, a little bit of the middle, and then.
Oh, you want to hear some of the song?
Yeah. What I could do is I can have it in like so it's not the song, is just like the visuals.
Nah.
You want to hear the song? Should we hear the song?
No, it doesn't. Nah, we don't. We could get copyrighted. So
I'm saying. So I'll just play a little bit of see if there's any it's shot on IMAX. It should be some really cool visuals, right?
I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's like I said, when he shot that, it was more for like the hype of releasing it. That's it.
Oh, I got you.
Drizzy Drake.
So that's the beginning. I'll do a minute of the beginning, a minute of the middle, and a minute of the end. get 3 minute scope of it all.
That's all good, Brody.
Dude, don't tell me the whole thing is black and white, or I might not play all 3 minutes, bro. It's kind of BS right there.
You hella funny, bro.
This is the middle, and let's see. So they're on some roller skates. Okay, he taking it back. I see. Probably got some underage teens on this video, if I could tell.
Relax, man. Drizzy Drake. Relax, man. Drizzy Drake doing his thing, man.
Just playing.
Don't hate on. Can't hate on Drake like that, bro.
So yeah, so that's him doing his thing, talking about. He he definitely has some kind of code from Valley football. Like, come on, man, that's high school shit right there, bro. All right, let's get to the end. It's
Drizzy Drake, bro.
Drizzy Drake. I like Drake. Don't get me wrong. I'm just messing with him.
I know.
I was thinking he might be watching, so I like to give him a hard time.
Like I said, he's earned everything he's done, man.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? He's definitely. I didn't like Drake when he first came out. I didn't like that corny music he made. But I get it. Why did he make corny music? Obviously, what at that time would it appeal to more to women, right? So he was real. Huh?
I liked it.
I know you did, but he was under Young Money, so he had to.
Yeah,
as soon as he got out of that contract, I liked his music. I was like, damn, he started making some real, like, all right, now this is the stuff I like. Good job, Drake. Right. And that's what I mean. Ever since then, he's always understood, like, okay, you know, like the music he makes for OVO and his own sound, excellent. Even if it's something for a female, it doesn't sound like all, I don't want to say corny, but, you know, the Young Money sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand why he did that. He was under contract. So, yeah, I like Drake's music, though.
I don't know if you remember, but I told you who and it's not just Drake, but I told you what my favorite Drake song is, right?
Yeah, it's like maybe the one with Ross and
yeah, I'm on one.
There you go. That's not even his song. It's Khaled's song.
That's what I'm saying, but he was in it, a big portion of it, and
yeah, of course.
The freaking beats to that song, like the whole thing. Oh my god, dude, I freaking love it.
Yeah. All I care about is money in the city that I'm from.
Exactly. Anytime that song comes on, bro, I will definitely prioritize it over any other song.
All right, we'll be sure to play it on our 100th episode.
There we go.
Play it real loud
on our 100th episode, so nobody can see it. Why not?
You can play it on an Effort Friday. How about that?
Yeah, maybe I'll do it for that week's Effort Friday one. You know, I'll play that one for that.
Drizzy Drake, but yeah, so that's not the only celebrity news I have.
All right, what else is there?
Will Smith. You know what's up with Will Smith?
What's going on with him now?
He's rapping again.
Okay.
I was like, oh. So I was like, let me hear some of this. So I listened to it because it's on Double XL, you know? And I was like, he dropped like a freestyle over like Lemonade. And I was like, oh, okay, Will, that's how you feel? So, I mean, I'm not mad, dude. Will Smith has earned the right to do whatever he wants. He came out with music, you know, obviously he was Fresh Prince, and then I believe his acting is excellent. If he wants to go back and do some rap, whatever, you know, I am mad at him, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't question. That's not for me to do. If that's what makes him happy, hey, go ahead, bro. You know what I mean? He's had a great career.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So it was just kind of weird. You know what I mean? Some people are a little offended by his, like his use of profanity.
Also, he's using profanity.
A little bit, little here and there, you know. But remember, like when he first came out, he was like extra clean, you know, no cuss words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was cool. You know, like I said, I have nothing against Will Smith. So, you know, the fact that he's rapping, I was like, whoa, okay. I listened to it, you know, and I was like, all right, Will, I see how you feel.
So I guess in other words, you can say that Will is getting jiggy with it again.
Not at all. Totally opposite. He sounded very rough.
Oh, okay.
Not rough, but not like, that's what I mean. Not all giddy, not all positive, not all, oh, I'm not going to swear. Opposite. I was like, oh. So, you know, like he was playing bad, like he's Mike Lowry from Bad Boys. That's what he sounded like.
Okay, so he I guess he found his DMX in him, right?
No, see, that's too hardcore. Like Mike Lowry from Bad Boys. Okay. Remember how he was like kind of like he had that side to him, Mike Lowry. That's what he sounded
how would
like.
you compare to Mike Lowry as like a rapper though? Like, what's the best comparison for that?
Oh man, that's tough. Warren G, maybe.
Warren G? Okay, well, Warren G
Yeah, like so someone a little harder than Drake, but someone not as hard as DMX.
Yeah,
Like someone right in the middle, like a more smoother cat. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's the only person I could think of that's like smooth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I can't think of anyone else that's like got that smooth tone. You know. But it's just that's just how I am right now. You know.
Yeah. No, I got you. I want to see because I'm gonna play a little tiny snippet of one of his.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's an actual freestyle, so I don't think that could be copyrighted unless Double XL would be like say something. But you could hear it. It's cool. You should.
Hold on 1 second because I it's bullshit real quick.
But it's trending high on X, so you'll see it if you just they'll have little snippets.
They're the same shit.
Hell yeah, Will Smith, bro. Shout out Will Smith, man. I ain't mad at him.
So like two objects that are the same shit. They're making me like do the security check and kind of because
it's hard.
I don't know if I'm getting it right.
It's all good as long as you yeah.
Got it. Yeah, this is from like 11 hours. Oh man, this is from like 11 hours ago. So it doesn't sound like a freestyle, but I think he has more than one song out.
As long as he's sitting at the desk freestyling.
Okay.
You can see it, right?
Yeah.
Is he sitting there and he's got his headphones on?
No,
in the room.
I'm kind of mansion, but it says that this song is from 11 hours ago, so it could be a brand new one he just dropped.
Okay.
So
maybe that's probably not the one I heard, but yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't think it would be too much different. I heard a freestyle, like literally off the top of the head. I was like, okay.
Oh, really? It's like a freestyle?
Yeah, but it's okay. Just play whatever you.
Because I think this one was from 2024. Now that I'm looking at it, you know.
Oh yeah, just like I said, it's trending high on X. If you literally go to the trends on X, it'll be there. Just click on it, and the first thing that pops up will be like either Double XL or one of them, and it has him sitting there, like with the headphones on, like, all right, let's get this.
12 days ago, 10 hours ago.
This is why we go to the X platform, because we get all the news first from X, always.
Yeah.
Elon's app is always numero uno when it comes to news.
Okay, yeah, I think this is the one that says lunch break freestyle.
I didn't even, mine doesn't, when I saw it, didn't even have a name. It just says he did a freestyle over Lemonade.
I got
That's it. The beat.
I think this is the one though, so I'm gonna play it for everybody in 1 second.
Yeah, you said he's sitting down with a microphone.
It looks like this is the one. So he's got some SpongeBob earphones on and stuff. So let me check it out.
Yeah, he's literally sitting at the microphone.
Yeah,
he's got all the stuff in the background.
He's got yellow earphones on, right? Like some SpongeBob stuff going on.
Yeah, well, they're not yellow, but I think they're maybe half yellow, half blue. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll play it. I'll see if this is the one. If not,
he's got food in front of him when he's freestyling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is like,
okay, good. Yeah.
You know what it is? I think it's like The Simpsons. He's like doing something for The Simpsons thing.
That's all good, man.
Yeah. Let's play it. Let's play it. Let's see if this is something or nothing. Let's find out.
Mother shit, I know that I'm different. I be on some y'all don't understand it. I don't mention it. Made it to the top of Hollywood without a membership. Killed them in July, then I switched to my December shit. I be overcoming shit that y'all be having trouble with. Let them run their mouths. I mean, really, that's what come with this. They built a wall, but I'm jumping it and loving it. They want me to be done with it, but I'm still having fun with it. Right.
So. Yeah, it's cool.
See, there you go. See, he's just going with it, like, you know.
But the way he doing it, he's still got that like yeah, he might be saying bad words now, but it almost sounds like he doesn't want to use bad words still, type thing, you know, like.
Yeah, like I said, Mike Lowry, bro. You got to have a little swag to it, but you're not totally like back in the day, like, you know, all positive, giddy, and you're not fully DMX.
But that wasn't like free freestyle, because there was some beat to it in the background.
Yeah, so he was freestyling to it.
Yeah, freestyling to it. Oh, that was
that's what I mean. Yeah, it was cool. I was like, okay, that's how you feel. Yeah. All right.
Hopefully we don't get copyrighted, but even if we did, I don't think it'd be a big.
No, deal. I don't think so, bro. Because like I said, he was freestyling that. It's not like that. It's not like anyone's getting paid for that. Unless, like I said, unless double XL, this is ours, you know what I mean? But I don't think so. I think he just did that just to, just to do it.
I could definitely say I was feeling the beat. The way he was flowing on it was cool, but what he was kind of talking about, I wasn't like, it was okay, but it wasn't like, wow, this is some crazy new shit.
Well, he was freestyling.
I know.
What do you want him to do? He's Will Smith. Like I said, he's earned it.
This is what I got to say. Will Smith, if you're watching, you cool. We love you, but just write it down on paper first, brother.
You'll God, relax.
Much better.
Jesus. It's actually really hard to freestyle, man. So I give him some respect.
I used to freestyle with my boy. I understand. I mean,
Yeah, I give him respect for even doing it.
Definitely.
So,
shit. It is what it is.
Like I said, he's earned the right to do that, dude. Obviously,
definitely.
I like him as an actor more, but hey, if he wants to rap again, hey, go for it, bro.
I definitely think that Mike Lowry is, if it was the Mike Lowry of Will Smith, I think Mike Lowry would have went a little bit harder than that. That's what I got to say about Mike Lowry.
All right.
That's all I'm saying, man. I think Mike Lowry would have put on a little better of a show,
Okay.
He would have been popping out of Miami with some shit, It's all good, though. It's all good. We all love the Simpsons. That looked like some kind of Simpsons thing because they had he had the Simpsons in the background. And
he had he had arcades in the background. So that was one angle. There's other angle that shows arcades on the other side.
Yeah.
So yeah, who knows?
That's cool.
Yeah, it was dope.
Shout out
to
Will Smith, aka Mike Lowry.
That's what I mean, man. So I mean, he did his thing. I ain't mad.
Yeah, definitely.
Will Smith, man. Big Willie style.
Shit, man. Crazy. All right, guys. Well, let's move on and get into some business news for all my business folks. Let me pull this up real quick. It looks like we got Jay. You heard of Rocket Mortgage, right?
Of course.
You ever use them or not?
No.
All right. You know what? I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm just going to play it because I actually have somebody for me to talk about what happened. So I'm just going to play it for you guys.
Something happened?
Yeah, but it's not a big, no big deal. But this is actually a pretty big business deal. So I want this beautiful lady from Bloomberg, I think, to discuss it for us. So let's see what she's going to say.
The largest loan servicer is being bought by the nation's largest lender. Rocket is buying Mr. Cooper in an all-stock deal valued at $9.4 billion. The deal is expected to close in the fourth quarter of the year. Here with more on the deal, Bloomberg's Liana Baker. It's interesting, we were talking just weeks ago about Rocket buying another company, Redfin. Now they're back at the table here with another deal. But this deal, I'm wondering, would it hit antitrust concerns?
It's a good question, and it came up on the conference call. But as you know, Rocket doesn't compete with Mr. Cooper. This is entering sort of a new area for them. And if they do compete, it's in smaller pockets. You mentioned the Redfin deal. So Rocket is definitely making a bet that they could be a one-stop shop, that as a home buyer, you could find a house on Redfin, get a mortgage through Rocket, and then get that mortgage service through Mr. Cooper. So it really makes sense that they're trying to line these all up to be just a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, wow.
Looks like Rocket Mortgage is buying Mr. Cooper for $9.4 billion, man.
I like the one-stop shop. I get where they're going with it. It's smart.
Yeah, exactly. So
smart.
Kind of crazy, man. That means Rocket Mortgage is really came up over the years, and it's like
I remember.
Yeah.
I typed it into there I forgot, maybe when it first came out, maybe 8 years ago, just to see, how they have the little calculator. So,
right.
Just to mess with it, but I didn't use it. But yeah, I remember when they were coming up. So
yeah,
big ups to them, bro.
Good for them. Yeah, definitely. All
right, man. That's cool.
Yeah. So and it's crazy because it's crazy how these online companies, how they just how do you say it? Basically they're not like a mortgage lending company. They just basically take your information and they let you shop around different mortgage lenders, and then those mortgage lenders pick up on whoever wants that deal will pick it up, or whoever gives the best rate.
Exactly.
So it's crazy because they're making more money than any lender out there, and they're not even in the business of that. They're just connecting you to that person.
That's how all the big dogs do it.
I know.
Airbnb, they don't own any houses.
Uber, same thing.
Uber doesn't own any car. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like all the big ass companies, they understand. Amazon, another one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all the big companies know you create something and then it plays out for you if you do it right.
Right.
It's pretty awesome actually, you know?
They're solving a need for people because
For
nobody wants to, you
exactly.
know what I mean? And that's why like even for me, one of my favorite websites that I use, especially when I buy cars, is Car Gurus. Because Car
I use
Gurus,
car
yeah, man, it gives you, especially for like new cars,
Yeah.
it basically connects all the dealerships that you want, filtered in the radius that you want, and they'll tell you what the prices are, like average, and if you're getting a good deal, if you're getting a shitty deal, it lets you know all the deals. And that's like I always like get the best deals because I always know, like I'm one of
I
those
didn't even
people,
know.
yeah. I'm one of those people, bro. Like after I buy a car, I literally will go for the next week or two, and I'll try to see if I could find a better deal to kind of like be like, damn, I played myself, or like, damn, I did a really good job. And ever since using Car Gurus, I literally always am like impressed that I'm able to get the best deal because I never like I'm able to find that I got a better deal than that, you know. So that's just my personality, but that's what I
I'm
do.
definitely not one of those people.
I am. I like to make sure that if whatever I do, you know what I mean, I'm getting the best
Yeah.
deal on it.
It's good though. I like that.
That's the communist post Polish in me right there.
That's funny.
All right, well that is our business news. Let's move on and see what Jay's movie of the day is today. What you watching, brother? I can't even tell what you watching today.
You can't see what I'm watching?
I
No?
can see it. I just don't know what it is.
Oh, you don't know this movie?
I don't think I do. Yeah, I probably
Oh,
know it
okay.
if once you say the name, but I don't. I can't just tell off the.
It's actually a remake. It's a remake.
It's a remake. Okay.
A remake of a true story
Ooh.
that
Okay.
happened Sunday, August 19th, back in, I forgot, 1950 or 70. One
Oh,
of
yeah,
those
that's
years.
probably why I wouldn't know then. I wasn't.
You would know it once I say the name.
Okay. Okay.
So it's obviously there's murder going on right now, but
Oh.
but yeah, it's called Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Yeah, but it's the 2013 one, the one with Alexandra Daddario.
Oh. Okay.
It's the one, and it also
2013.
has
That's it.
Trey Songs. You
That
remember
was the
Trey?
one that was it was a 3D one, I believe, too. That was made.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
But yeah, it's the one with Trey Songs too. So yeah, it's a cool one, man. I saw it. I was like, you know what? They've made it a couple times. I remember the original was in the 70s. That was cool. And then the one in like 03 was with Jessica Biel. That was cool. And then this one came out like a decade later with Alexandra Daddario, and this one's cool. There's also a new one that came out. I haven't seen it, back in like 23, I think. I feel like they make one every year because it's just a story, obviously, that's crazy. I don't know if you know the Texas Chainsaw story, but
Yeah. I mean, I've seen the movie.
oh, you have? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's a true story.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want me to go over the summary, I could go over.
Do it.
Yeah, so basically, there was a lot of murders going around in a town, in Texas. I forgot the name of the town, but basically this family was like kind of, I don't want to say exiled, but they were known for being very different, let's say, in their town. And a lot of people would go missing, and a lot of people would, and they kind of wanted to blame them, but they couldn't pin it on them. And then basically they tried to, the police and everyone tried to, infiltrate them. And then, yeah, all warshed basically went down, gunfire, this, that. And then they thought they took care of everything. They thought everyone was dead, right? And then when they went to go secure the crime scene, police officers, they went downstairs, and the only known like photo of the Texas Chainsaw guy, I forgot his actual name, but he killed them.
Oh, sure. The police?
Yeah, the police. Yeah, so they had their cams on, so that's why they knew who it was, but they never secured the crime scene properly. And then, then when after they killed him, obviously they got him and everything after that, but he ended up killing those two police officers. And then, yeah, then they did all the research, and then they put together these movies, you know what I mean? But they figured out he was taking people's faces and he was like a seamstress putting them on his own face. Yeah, he was like, it was crazy, bro. Like he was cutting them up, you know what I mean, with this chainsaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, some crazy stuff, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? But so they've remade this movie a lot because it's very popular,
Right.
very, very popular. But yeah, it's this one they kind of did a different twist to it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they made it a little different twist. You know
In
what I
what
mean?
sense?
But in the sense that they kind of used Alexandra Daddario as like they made her um the cousin of Texas Chainsaw, you know, the guy, the killer, the murderer. So, and like they kind of made her like he kind of instead of killing her, he saved her in a sense because he saw like a mark she had on her body that like led to the family, and then like she ended up helping him at the end kill like the person who put her family, like buried her family. You know what I mean? So that's what I mean. They kind of changed like the storyline a little bit.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So I mean, you know, everyone has their own little twist on it, but I wasn't mad at it. It was cool. It still obviously did the job of killing everyone in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But yeah, it was a good one. I'd say it was a good one. Definitely.
Hell yeah, man.
Definitely. I think I don't know which one was better, this one or the one from '03
Oh,
with
okay.
Jessica Biel. But yeah, they're both pretty high up there for me. I love horror movies. That's one of my favorite things. So
Right.
yeah.
All right. And what do you rate the movie?
I'll say 8.5.
Oh, okay. That's pretty high.
Yeah, it's pretty high because like I said, I'm biased. Like I said, I love yeah, I love horror movies, so you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But definitely gotta rate it high. I don't like I said, between that one and the '03 one, I don't know which one would be better, you know.
I'm-
The '03 one would be more original, the storyline.
But I would say this one because of the 3D factor. That's a big
I
factor.
like the 3D factor, you know what I mean? But there's just a couple parts that annoy me in the movie.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. There's nothing bad. There's a couple parts that annoy me. But
Yeah. Yeah.
other than that, I think it was an excellent movie. You know, she's an excellent actress, so definitely, you know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Yeah. You know, it's funny seeing Trey Songz in there.
Oh, I know, right?
You know what I mean?
Trey Songz. And
Yeah, you got
they also had Scott
Yeah.
Eastwood. That's not the same Scott that was with Jessica Simpson, was it?
no. This is Clint Eastwood's son.
Oh, it's Clint Eastwood's son. Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's this is one of his earlier movies too. So he's actually a really good actor.
Yeah.
He played a dickhead in this movie.
Oh, okay.
But because he was the son of the sheriff that killed her family, basically.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so yeah, it was a good one though. Scott Eastwood's a good actor too, so
Well,
definitely.
let's get into some Alexandra Daddario movies. What is your
Oh
favorite
yeah.
movie of hers?
Oh Jesus. That's oh man, that's a tough one, man. Alexander Daddario. Oh no, man. I'd say
A lot of them.
huh?
She's got a lot of them.
I know. She has so many good ones, man.
I know which one's your favorite.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
You want me to say it?
You can say it. You can say it.
She was in the movie Jonas Brothers, the 3D concert.
Don't know that one.
That's not. I thought that was your favorite one, bro.
Nah, bro. I'll go with you funny. Besides this one, I'll go San Andreas. She played a
Okay.
good role in San Andreas.
Definitely.
Yeah, she played a really good role because that was with The Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that she played a good role in that. You know what I mean? She did.
And underrated.
I'll go Hall Pass. You ever seen Hall Pass?
Yeah,
Oh,
we talked
God,
about
one
Hall
of my
Pass the other day, and I think I.
Yeah, that's one of my all-time favorite movies, dude. Shit is so funny. But she was the babysitter in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. And I was like, damn, you know what I mean. But yeah, come on, don't go over there. You don't go over there. You stay over here. But yeah, so,
And I'll say,
but yeah.
I'll say for me, my favorite one of hers is Baywatch.
Oh, okay.
She was in that.
She was in Baywatch, huh?
That's the remake with The Rock
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, I know. And whatever that other dude's name is, I forgot.
I forgot his name too, but I know.
Yeah.
I know everybody knows. So. And As far as underrated, but one of my favorite all-time movies. I could have actually made it backwards. No, you know what? Because I can't say though, because Baywatch, I can't say it's underrated. You know what I mean?
You definitely can't say
So
that's
I can't say
underrated.
it's underrated. And then this one, I don't think it's that underrated either, but it's probably more underrated just because I know you have not seen this one, so I can say it's underrated. But this one, I would actually say I like it. I liked this movie better than Baywatch. So
What?
I guess I'll put it that way. And she was in the movie called The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
I've seen part of that movie because that has James Bond in it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Daniel Craig. I don't know the actual story of the movie. I only saw some parts of it.
Dude, that movie, oh man, I really liked it, man. It's a really cool movie. And it was one of those suspenseful movies where not only does it somewhat keep you on the edge of your seat, but it's like a mystery crime. Like you really have to think about it. And it's what's you would, if you watch the whole thing, like it kind of starts slow. That's the thing. Like I know how you are, and I know you kind of like a little bit of action, but this one has action, but it's one of those movies where you have to be there for like the first hour before like any real stuff starts going on. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. When I saw part of it, that's why I didn't want to start it, because I saw part of it. It was on I forgot what movie channel. I was like, oh damn, and it had me interested. I just never got back to watching it.
That's what I'm saying. It's one of those you just got to pay attention, and then you're gonna start like really getting into it once you dedicate that first like 45 minutes to an hour into
I believe it.
Definitely great movie. So that would say is my favorite movie, but I can also say it's underrated. One notable mention. I'm not going to say all her notable mentions because I don't know a lot of her movies, but one notable mention, and I just started watching it. There's a series that came out.
True Detective, right?
Lotus.
What is it?
It's called The White Lotus. It's on Max or
HBO. Yeah. Oh, so she's in that too?
She's in that, and I just started watching the very first episode of it. But I was so tired when I started watching it that I literally fell asleep because it's not. Maybe the other episodes have a lot of action in it. I don't know because I don't really know that much about it. But I literally fell asleep watching the first episode. So I need to, now that I know she's in it, because I wasn't even going to give it a second chance now, just because I fell asleep like without the action. Yeah. But now that I know she's in it, I'm actually probably going to watch it with my wife tonight and try to.
I was going to say, True Detective is what put her on too.
See, I've never seen that one, so I don't know.
Oh shit! Yeah, there's some key moments with her in that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some iconic moments with her, bro. That that just exploded on the whole internet, bro.
Yeah.
Oh some winning life.
There's a series she was in called The Girlfriend Experience. I did hear about it, but I don't know much about it.
Don't know that.
And then there is I think it's a movie. It's called Mayfair Witches. I heard about that, but I never seen.
No, that's a series. I saw it's on AMC.
Okay, so that might be.
Yeah, so I've seen a couple of those, but I don't know. It's not really up my alley.
Right.
I watched a couple just because it had her in it, and I was like, all right, let's check this out.
Oh. Okay.
And I was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But I know the True Detective. I heard that's just winning life.
Also.
Yeah.
The last one I'll mention of hers is I don't know. My gut is telling me just to say it. I don't know if it's good or not, but Lost Transmissions from 2019.
Don't know that one.
Yeah, I don't either. Something's telling me to say it, so I think some other people might know it.
All good, man. I am mad.
All Gucci.
I am mad at you.
Exactly. All right. Well, that is our Alexandra Daddario movies, and this is her movie called The Texas Chainsaw Massacre in 3D. If you want a cool, scary 3D movie, that is a good one.
I'd say so, man. I'd definitely say so.
Definitely. All right, guys, let's get into some crypto news for you guys. Let me pull up these charts really quick so I can tell you what is going on in crypto. I love talking about crypto on Mondays because it's usually the most volatile. So let's get into it. Let's see here. Bitcoin sitting at 83,158 right now. You got Ethereum, your biggest altcoin, 1,838. Both of them are up pretty much the same, 1.83 and 1.87. So pretty it doesn't really happen that way a lot, but that's pretty cool that they're both up. They have came down quite a ways over the weekend, so it's been going down a little bit, but it looks like it's picking back up now. That's why it's up 1.8%. Your fear and greed index, it's looking like it's going back down into the fear, almost extreme fear. It's an orange tier. Fear is at 24. So yeah, it's like right on the cusp of extreme fear. It looks like people are just getting scared of all this tariff stuff, especially because on the 2nd is when that 25% for the cars comes in, and that is the second biggest purchase of pretty much any family or anybody besides the houses. That is your second biggest purchase. Your crypto market cap as a whole is at 2.69 trillion. It is up 1.7% over the last 24 hours. And your trending top 5 coins, number 1 is Bitcoin. Number 2 is one called PIN, PIN. That one is up 2.7%. Number 3 is Ethereum. Number 4 is XRP, which is up 0.91%. And number 5 is Solana, which is up 0.89%. As far as your top 5 gainers, number 1, I told you guys, I told you this on Friday to invest in CADX because it wasn't even in the top 100. What do you have today? Number 1, CADX. It is up 9.61%. Damn it, I should have listened to myself. It pisses me off that I don't listen to myself sometimes. Number 2, you got Mr. MSTR. That one is up 3.99%. Number 3, we got Turbo Trump. That one is up 5.22%. Number 4, we got Bone Trump, and that one is up 5.17%. Number 5, we got Pepe MAGA. That one is up 4.67%. That's so funny to me that like your fear and greed index is going so down, but it looks like you almost got all these like people that are leaning to the left that are like causing all this extreme fear. And then you got all these people that are investing in crypto, and they're all like the top 5 gainers. Like literally, you got three of the top 5 are Trump coins. So that's such a freaking coincidence right there. That's crazy. Some notable mentions for top gainers. Number 6, you got GameStop. The GameStop coin. We reported that one on Friday that it was going to be moving up because of GameStop. It's investing in crypto now and Bitcoin. It's following in suit of Michael Saylor and MicroStrategy. And so my GameStop coin is up 4.50%. Besides that one, I'll say number 11, you got Beer. That one is up 403%. Let's see if there's any notable mentions I could say. You got number 37. That's a new one. You got Ponzi coin or Ponzi, and there's like a pyramid on it. So I don't know if I'd invest in it, but it is up 47%. Oh, and number 44, Jay, you mentioned this one. Number 44 as your top gainer, Vine coin. That one is up 34%. That's for the Vine. If y'all don't know, Vine is coming back because Elon Musk is introducing it again. We reported on that one. And last but not least, number 67, we got Titcoin. That one is up 27%. So shout out to Titcoin. All right, guys, let's get out of the crypto and into some weather for you guys. I definitely like to report the weather to kind of let you guys know, especially if you guys are traveling. I like to let you know what tomorrow's forecast for you guys it is. And this is not an April Fool's joke. This is the real deal. So for April 1st, let me give you your highs, your average day highs. Let me just share the screen with you so you guys can see what I'm seeing. All right, here we go, guys. So for tomorrow, your coldest spot, it is going to be, looks like it's going to be Michigan again, Sault Ste. Marie. It is going to be 35 degrees and partly cloudy. And your warmest spot tomorrow is going to be Tampa. That's Tampa, Florida. That's going to be 88 degrees and partly cloudy. From West Coast to East Coast, tomorrow, it's still going to be raining in San Francisco. It's going to be 57 and rain. LA, San Diego, 67, partly cloudy. Seattle, you guys are going to be raining, only 54 degrees. Then we got Salt Lake City. It is going to be snowing at 43 degrees. Las Vegas, you guys are going to be 66 and partly cloudy, while Phoenix, you guys are going to be 74 and windy. Then we got Billings, Montana. You guys are going to be raining at 43 degrees only, while Denver, you guys are going to be at 53 and partly cloudy. 68 in Albuquerque and windy. Then we got Kansas City. You guys are going to be at 64 and cloudy, while Oklahoma, you guys are going to be 77 and windy. Dallas, Texas, partly cloudy, 80 degrees. Houston, you guys are going to be cloudy at 81. San Antonio, you guys are in a little hot spot over there, but it's partly cloudy at 84 as your average day high. Minneapolis, you guys are going to be snowing at 39 degrees, while Chicago, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 46. Detroit, you guys are going to be partly cloudy at 44 degrees. Cincinnati, you guys are going to be 56 and partly cloudy. While St. Louis, you guys are going to be at 62 and partly cloudy. Memphis, you guys are going to be at 72 and partly cloudy. And New Orleans, your average day high tomorrow is going to be 79 and is going to be partly cloudy. Tomorrow in Florida, you guys in Miami are going to be 83 and partly cloudy, while Jacksonville, you guys are going to be 84 and partly cloudy. Atlanta, you guys are going to see 77 as your average day high and partly cloudy conditions, while Charlotte, you guys are going to be at 72 and partly cloudy. Washington, D.C., you guys are going to be sunny at 59. Buffalo, you guys are going to be at 39 and partly cloudy. New York City, sunny at 56 degrees. And last but not least, we got Boston. You guys are going to be partly cloudy at 50 degrees as your average day high. And yeah, we got we got Freedom Erection in the house. What's up, Freedom Erection? He says XRP. Yes, sir, XRP. And Jake.
XRP, baby. I got a lot of XRP. Let's go.
Exactly.
Good boy. XRP.
You were gone, but I also mentioned that one of the top five not top five, but one of the gainers that I mentioned that was notable, we reported on Friday, and that was Vinecoin. Vinecoin was one of the gainers.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
All right, guys. Well, that being said, let us get into April 1st horoscopes for all the signs. We definitely like to kind of lead you on your path for the next day. So we starting off with the first house of the zodiac, which is Aries, which is also my sign. So Aries for tomorrow, April 1st. Careful monitoring will help maintain a project's timeline and prevent errors. An unexpected visitor may arrive and stay for a few days. A spontaneous trip to a distant place is possible. Whether it's academic success or a career goal, find ways to move closer to your objective. Then you got Taurus. Your academic networking is likely to help you overcome many challenges. A family member may offer to share your workload. Only deal with real estate through reputable brokers. You might postpone a trip simply because you're not in the mood. On the social front, there's something you prefer to avoid, but there may be little you can do about it. Then you got Gemini. Your academic networking will likely help you navigate challenges. A family member may step up to assist you with workload. When dealing with real estate, stick to trustworthy brokers. A planned trip may be postponed due to a lack of motivation. Socially, you may have to tolerate someone's presence even if you'd rather not. Cancers, you might find ways to avoid a major expense by considering alternative options. Low energy levels could lead to postponing crucial tasks. Your family may initially resist your ideas, but you will find a way to convince them. Traveling for work could be exhausting. Then we got Leo, which is Jay's sign. A family member may face a challenging situation, making their struggle evident. Those feeling under the weather could soon recover. A family outing or gathering with friends is on the horizon. Those searching for a home may come across an excellent deal. Stay socially connected will likely increase your popularity. Then we got Virgo. Focusing on fitness and well-being will bring long-term health benefits. You may feel responsible for a family elder who relies on you. Those in the travel or transportation sectors should be extra cautious tomorrow. At work, things might not go as planned. However, your academic achievements will boost your confidence and help you pursue your aspirations. Then we got our Libras. Tomorrow will involve a lot of travel, which could be beneficial. Those seeking international job opportunities may receive positive news. Encouragement from others will push you closer to your goals. A daily workout routine will help maintain good health. Children may have a fun-filled outing with their group. If you manage to secure a home loan, you could be one step closer to purchasing property. Then we got our Scorpio. Even if you're stuck on a complex issue at work, a solution will emerge. You may miss the presence of loved ones. Health will remain stable. Those unprepared for a trip may encounter obstacles. Keep an eye on real estate investments as they could yield substantial returns. Then we got our Sagittarius. Things in your personal and professional life are likely to align in your favor. A trusted person's advice may prove invaluable to your health. At work, your suggestions will be welcome. Hosting a gathering at home will keep you occupied and entertained. Some may travel abroad to visit loved ones. Then we got our Capricorn. You will You will be granted full authority and resources to carry out tasks as you see fit. Engineers and architects may be part of an exciting project. On the social front, you may not be prepared for what comes your way, but you will handle it effectively. Completing household tasks will earn you appreciation. Road travelers can expect to reach their destination on time. Then we got Aquarius. You will have the freedom to implement your ideas at home. At work, following advice from others will benefit you. Your hard work and preparation will lead to academic success. There's a chance of meeting someone interesting on the social front. Then we got, last but not least, our Pisces. A new fitness routine may begin, bringing health benefits. It's a great day for property related matters. Your dominant personality could work in your favor socially. You may receive academic recognition for a well executed project, and a lucrative opportunity may come your way. All right, guys. Well, that is our horoscopes for tomorrow, April 1st. Like I said, we just want to kind of guide you along your way. Don't take everything, that I say so serious. Take it all with a grain of salt, but know why some things are happening when for the reason they're happening. And that is just because the moon and the cosmos is aligned in that particular way for you guys. All right, so let's move on and let's get into some juicy juice with Jay's conspiracy of the day. What you got for us, Jay?
Today, we are going to discuss the elevator game. Do you know about the elevator game?
What is that about, brother? I do not know. I sounds to me like it's something to do with an elevator.
So basically, how do I put it? The elevator game is a game that's played in certain parts of the world, I'd say, where if you do it right, you can travel to another dimension using the elevator game.
I'm down.
Kind of crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's a way to leave this world without really stepping outside. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So basically, what you need a building with a minimum of 10 floors. And you also need no one else to screw this process up. Okay. Meaning it needs to be it needs to be quiet. You know what I mean? Basically, if someone does enter while you're doing this ritual, just abandon it immediately. Don't even, because you're starting to mess with the real powers if that happens. Right. You know what I'm saying? So basically what you're going to want to do, you've never heard of this, right?
No.
Okay, so you step inside the elevator, you go inside, right?
Yeah.
And you have to press the buttons in this exact order. 4, 2, 6, 2, 10, 5.
Okay.
If you do this correctly, when you get to the 5th floor, supposedly, either it's a woman or an entity will enter in the elevator.
Say what?
You don't look at her. You don't speak to her. She's not human. And once in there, press the button for the 1st floor. You don't pay it. You don't look at whatever enters. Don't look at.
What if she's like super hot though?
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter. Now it's playing. Your mind's playing tricks on you. So don't.
Okay, I got you.
Don't look. Don't look. So as soon as you press the button for the 1st floor, instead of descending, the elevator's gonna take you up to the 10th floor. Now it's on you whether you want to step out or not. But as soon as you step out, you should be able to find yourself in another realm.
Man.
Literally in another realm. That's what it states. You'll be in another realm. Electronics will not work. The air is going to feel extra heavy. The sky, you'll probably see the sky. It'll probably be pure darkness or dark red. And you're going to see many things that you shouldn't even think exist. You're going to be in a whole nother realm, like I said. Kind of crazy, right?
That's super crazy.
If you do this right and you're in another realm and you want to come back, obviously, you're going to have to use the same elevator which you came in and repeat the same button sequence. So you have to remember the button sequence.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. However, if you do make a mistake, you're never going to find your way back here to where you originally started. Now, I don't know how many people have done this, or I don't even know if it's possible. But I do know there are a lot of different ways to different, you know, areas in the world. You know what I mean? Like gateways, let's say.
Uh-huh.
You know, whether it be stargates, whether it be stuff like this, whether it be placing mirrors in front of each other.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you've seen that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever seen mirrors in front of each other and then you see like a different like place in it?
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, man. So yeah, so I don't know, man. It tripped me out when I did the research on this. You know what I mean? But if you did it right and you returned to where you were, it said to check your reflection in the actual mirror, and some will tell you that you'll either look different and you will not be the same as before, or you'll see yourself very different.
Uh-huh.
You know, you may look the same, but yeah, there's going to be something different about you. Are you trying to play the elevator game?
I might have to do it. I was thinking I might have to do it, bro. I don't know any build. I don't know how. Like, I mean, it'll be hard to try to do it on a building that's 10 stories without somebody interrupting that. You know what I mean? Like, that would be super hard to do.
It would be. That's what I mean. You have to find like not an abandoned one, but somewhere that's real quiet, especially 10 stories and above.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I suggest, if any average day Joes, guys, if any of you are watching and you guys, any of you that's watching, if you guys have a security job at night that has a building that's like you're securing, that's 10 stories or more,
you can do it.
Let us know.
Yeah, please do it. Try it. Let us know. You know what I mean?
But don't try it if you don't. You remember, dude. No matter
you
what
have to want to come back.
Yeah,
and
write
remember
down
the
the
order.
numbers on your hand or something to make sure like you're gonna come back. We don't want anybody to go missing because of what we're saying right now.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. I don't want anyone to take this to another level of, you know, like it's just entertainment purposes only.
Right.
But I would love to know what happens because I personally have not done it.
Yeah. Please don't try to sue us like y'all suing Uber right now.
But yeah, I'm curious about it, honestly. Like, it's weird because the whole, I don't know if you've ever heard the mirror one, but I do that a lot with the mirrors, and I've never seen anything per se, but you know, I fade my own hair.
Yeah.
I always cut my own hair, so I always put two mirrors like that. You know, yeah, and they said you should not do stuff like that because it'll open up different portals.
Well, I mean, even in remember the movie Constantine, bro? Like he could see the demon come out into the mirror.
Exactly. That's a good example, excellent example. And it's funny because obviously I cut my hair at all different times. I don't care if it's 3 a.m., 3 p.m., whatever. I don't think of stuff like that. I just make sure I got my Beats pill on, the right music, and I'm like, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, here, let me get this angle, turn it a little bit, you know? Yeah. So I don't think of stuff like that. But I'm sure if I did, I'd freak myself out.
Yeah. Well, you also have a dog to protect you from like spiritual, like bad beings. Cause you know, animals.
The what? Oh, yeah.
An animal with you. Then, you know, animals, they can get into other spiritual like realms that we can't see type thing, you know? So.
Well, I have many animals.
Yeah.
I don't just have my dog, you know, I have my raccoons. I have a lot of animals.
No, I'm talking about the one that's like next to you all the time. Because I'm sure they're not there when you're fading your hair up. You know what I mean?
No. Yeah. He usually stays inside when I do that though.
Gotcha.
You know, I don't really want him out, you know, because I leave all the doors open usually when I do it.
Yeah.
You know, I need the air, you know, because I get hot when I fade my hair. You know what I mean? Even if it's in the middle of the night, I still leave the door open because I'm like, you know, I want that cool air.
Right.
You know, so.
Definitely.
But yeah, man, I was really curious about that because back in the day there was I tried the whole, you know how cops use elevators, and they if you hold, like, I forgot the sequence, but you have to hold certain buttons and then press the floor, and it bypasses everyone. Yeah, so I used to do that all the time just to mess around because I was like, oh, I know how cops do this now. Nice. So no one else can use it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm wondering about this whole sequence.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering about the sequence of like, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You know, and you can't do it obviously in the San Francisco high rises. Why? Because they do it right from the from the lobby. Oh, okay, here. go to C, and then it'll take you up to the thing. You can't even touch anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All the high rises downtown SF. But like that's what I mean. We need to find an older building. You know, should be interesting.
One of these days, for sure.
That's what I mean. It's got to be above 10 floors, though. That's the kicker.
Well, so it can't be 10 floors. It has to be more than 10
It
floors?
could be right at 10. But that would be scary. That would be scary as shit too, because it'd be the last floor. Like, oh shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, it's not descending. It's going up.
Yeah.
I have my hood on and shades on. Like, nope, not looking at you.
we might have to psych out that girl that comes into the elevator with you, and then we have to find a building that has 2 elevators, and we do it together at the same time, and then we have to see if 2 girls show up, or just because I mean, why not have 2 girls show up? You know what I mean? Like,
you never know, man.
If there's just one, then we got to see who she's gonna pick.
You never know, because the rituals, these are rituals, man. You never want to mess with the wrong rituals, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's a trip.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I definitely want to know from you before we finish the show. So here it is. Once again, from Healthy Beans, list in order: Pippin, Kemp, Drexler, Hawkins, Grant, or Hardaway.
Okay, let me write it down.
Okay.
You said Pippin,
Kemp,
Drexler,
Hawkins.
Hold on. Drexler. You said Hawkins?
Hawkins, yeah.
Okay.
Grant. Hardaway.
Grant?
Yeah, Grant.
Which Grant? Horace Grant?
It just
Probably
says
Horace Grant. Yeah, he's probably talking about Horace Grant. Okay, hold on. And who's the last one?
Hardaway.
Hardaway?
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway or Penny Hardaway?
Which one ever is probably better?
That's tough. They're both really good. That's real tough.
Whatever your gut tells you.
I'll say Tim Hardaway just because of the era. It
I would
seems
say
like
Tim Hardaway too. Yeah.
All right. Oh man, that's a tough list.
We're doing this for you, Healthy Beans. I hope he's still on.
If not, he'll check it out. You know, or they'll check it out. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna go. I gotta go Pip first for sure.
Number 1 is Pippin. Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I'll definitely go with Kemp 2.
Uh-huh.
I gotta go Clyde 3. I'll go Timmy Hardaway 4. Ho Grant 5 and Hawkins 6.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what I would go.
Okay.
I don't know what he wants me to base it off of, though. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm kind of going off their careers, their skill, and if they won any chips or anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that era, that's what I would go with.
I think for me, I would do Pippin, Kemp, Hardaway, Grant, Hawkins, Drexler.
Now you can't put Drexler last, bro. Can't put Clyde the Glide draft. You can't put. I mean, but I get it. That's your list, so I get it.
And they're all of them are so good, so it's kind of hard to
That's what I mean. They all are in their own way.
Yeah.
It's a tough one.
It is.
But yeah, so
cool. Well,
for sure.
I think that is it for us. Let's get into Jay's final words of wisdom.
Today, I will go with we suffer more in imagination than in reality. I'm going to go with that because a lot of people like to focus on negative outcomes, man. You know what I mean? It causes them anxiety, causes them like a lot of stress, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Instead of focusing on the positive, you know what I mean? Like their imagination gets the best of them. Overthinkers. Basically, I'm talking about the overthinkers, you know what I mean? And obviously we can't control a lot of external events, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
We can only focus on what we control, like our own thoughts, our own actions, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And yeah, that's what, you know what I mean? It's hard because even I fall to that sometimes, you know what I mean? Because I always want to control a lot of things, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
But never, I try not to dwell on potential, like, the problems and regrets, you know what I'm saying? Like we were talking
Yeah.
about earlier, regrets. But yeah, so that's what I'll go with, you know what I mean? Like, don't
Yeah.
overthink.
Very.
When you get caught in
Yeah.
overthinking,
Very.
that's when all problems occur, because a lot of the time people overthink, and honestly, they screw themselves over.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Because they don't even know the truth. They'll just be like, they'll have it in their head, and then that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Very nice. Very nice said. And yeah, just for me, going off of what you said on that one, you know, our wisdom reminds us that our minds often magnify fears and anxieties, leading us to endure more in anticipation than in actual experience. By recognizing this tendency, we can cultivate mindfulness and presence, focusing on the realities before us rather than the uncertainties we conjure. This practice not only elevates unnecessary suffering, but also empowers us to face life's challenges with clarity and resilience. So remember, while it's natural to anticipate the future, grounding ourselves in the present moment allows us to navigate life's complexities with greater ease and peace. And that's kind of what I got to say about that. There's like a thing, I'm trying to remember exactly what it said. Somebody said it where, like, basically, if you're living in the past, then you're always living in regret, and if you're living in the future, then you're always living in anxiety. You have to live
Yeah.
in the present, or else you're going to be living in any of those two other worlds, and then you never actually live for the moment and live for yourself, and then you're either going to be depressed, or you're going to have a lot of anxiety, and you're never going to kind of know what to do with yourself, and you're always going to be somewhere else. So we all, we got to live in the present. We got to stay in the present. That's probably the best way to say it.
I agree.
Cool. So yeah, I think that is it for us. If you guys didn't see over the weekend, we had Chef with Jeff on Saturday. You guys got to check that out. Super chef over here made some real good food. Was that like ham or something that you made?
Yeah, I didn't my bad. I didn't plate the ham or the pineapple, but I plated the salad.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't plate it. I was just like, bro,
It's all good.
had to go in. I was hungry, bro. When you're hungry, you're hungry.
Definitely.
Yeah,
It looked really good though. I was like, oh wow, and you can see the bone of the ham. I was like, damn, that shit looks tight.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah, very cool.
Next level stuff, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And that video got hella views, dude. I was surprised. Like, damn, you got hella views on that video, man. Like, people loving what you be cooking, man.
It's a good thing.
Definitely.
Well, I mean, gym, food. It should go hand in hand.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean? If you're working out hard, you need to eat good too. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So I totally, that's my motto.
Right. And yeah, so definitely check out that episode. Really good cooking by Chef with Jeff over here. Yours truly, Jeff or Jay. And I did an episode on Sunday. I do want to apologize. It was super blurry. My wife took it on her iPhone, and then when she sent it to my Android, it did not come out good at all. But I still posted it because I wanted y'all to see something. And there was a little bit of a Golden Gate Bridge that you could see in the blurry video, and I put some cool song behind it. So, just take it as it is. I'll try to make a much better one next time. I do want to apologize for that blurry video that I made. And yeah, that is it for us today. Our motto, like always, is health, wealth, and happiness. That's what we live by, and that's what we try to present to you guys here on the show. And on top of that, we love to entertain you guys. So thank you guys. Shout out to the 44 people for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share so that we can give you this alpha every Monday through Friday when we do the show, and even Saturday, Sunday when we do our little segment shows. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. We love you, and we will see you back here tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Pacific